This video only exists in the light of your awareness. Within your awareness is a story that this video exists independently of your awareness. It's an assumption that you make. But the fact is, this video would have no existence without your awareness. No matter what we might say to the contrary. In the same way, all of creation exists in your awareness. There would be no creation without your awareness. That we have this story which we adhere to, don't we? That creation is something out there. It's something objective. You might say you can prove it. You might say whenever you have a period of non-awareness, for example, when you're asleep and you come to awareness, hey presto, this world is here. It's always here, and it's your awareness that comes and goes. But again, this is a story. This is based on a memory. And if you're going to base your assumptions on memories, then have a look into that category of memories which we call dreams. In a dream, when you're waking up in your bed, you don't think, oh, this is a different bed from usual. That's the bed you've always woken up in. We have feelings of permanency or temporariness. These come with our awareness of any moment. We have a sense of a network of relationships. Again, these arise in any moment. In your dream, you'll have a network of relationships which have arisen at the moment of the dream. They might be quite separate or different to the relationships you have in your so-called waking state. But they all arise within the context of the moment, along with all the images and so-called sense experiences. It's not just the sense experiences which are arising from moment to moment. It's all our discriminatory assumptions. What is real, what is imaginary, what is temporary, what is permanent. That is what comes into existence in the light of your awareness from moment to moment. We have stories which resist this realization. Examine these stories and you'll find that these stories, like every story, are insubstantial. They're memories, dreams, ideas, beliefs. These are all part of our psychic landscape. They all arise within consciousness. All these stories and inclinations arise within consciousness, which is infinite in nature because of the infinite stories it can tell, the infinite stories that are reflected within it. This consciousness is infinite like a mirror. A mirror doesn't choose what it reflects. It reflects everything. There's nothing that is too difficult for a mirror to reflect. Everything is reflected in the mirror. Everything is reflected in consciousness. But here the analogy with the mirror breaks down, because what is reflected in consciousness is of the nature of consciousness. When that infinite consciousness alone exists, what is there to come to an end? Just as the world experienced in a dream does not exist, this world does not exist as a material entity, though it is seen. Just as it is one's own consciousness only that shines as the dream, it is the same consciousness that shines as the objective world in the waking state. Hence there is no difference between the dream and the waking state. One who wakes up from a dream thinks, "It is like this and not like that which I saw in the dream." After the dream we reorient ourselves. We're always doing this reorienting though. After death too, one thinks, "It is like this and not like that which I saw before death." The dream may be brief and the life may be long, but the experience of the moment is the same in both. And that's the one reality, that's the sole reality. Just as in one lifetime one experiences hundreds of dreams, till one attains nirvana one experiences hundreds of waking states. Just as some people remember their dreams, some people also remember their past existences. Some people will dispute these memories. After all, what is the nature of memory? What's the difference between the memory of something that actually happened and the memory of something that happened in a dream? We have things called false memories. You make this discrimination between false and true memories. But what is a memory? What is the substance of a memory? And thus there is no difference between the two. What is known as the world and what is ignorance? Ignorance is just a way of looking at things. It's an insistence that its own way of looking at things is the correct way of things. It's the insistence on your own stories of the way things are. But you can drop your stories, because your stories have no real existence. When ignorance does not exist, what is bondage? Pray do not bind one who is ever free. There does not exist another, except the one pure formless consciousness. Even when this world appearance arises in that consciousness, it does not get bound to it, and therefore there is no liberation either. There is no ignorance in consciousness. There is no notion in pure consciousness. Space alone is space. Space alone is space. This is like saying that dream is dream. We are in awareness of the homogeneous nature of everything. That which is aware even in deep sleep, that alone is aware in dreams as well as in the waking state. That is pure consciousness. It is that consciousness alone that is responsible even for the awareness of diversity. Creation itself is the supreme Brahman, both the unity and the diversity. We're told that there's awareness in dreams, there's the awareness in the waking state, and there is that which is aware even in deep sleep. There are a couple of apostrophes around the word aware there. I think the assumption here is that there has to be some awareness even in deep sleep, otherwise you could never be woken up. Although some people seem to be in touch with this awareness, this pure awareness, even in deep sleep. I spoke to a particular teacher about this once. I'm not sure if he got what I was asking, but he seemed to say there was this background awareness all the time, even in deep sleep. And I think Suzanne Segal, who wrote Collision with the Infinite, also experienced this. She never experienced unconsciousness, there was always this awareness going on. Personally, I'm not aware of it. I can't say that there's much awareness going on in me during times of sleep. I'm interested though in anybody else's experience about this. Is there awareness during deep sleep? It seems to me that this awareness that's mentioned here is hypothetical. It's being deduced rather than experienced because of the fact that you can be awoken from deep sleep. So there has to be some awareness going on.